Scott Vaughn is here with me from the Cooperative Ministry in Columbia, and I want to welcome you to the show. It's good to have you here. You have no idea how long we were playing phone tag, email tag, trying to get this interview set up. So we're finally here.
Thank you, Koko.
Yes, and you're the Director of Development and Communications.
That's correct.
Got a lot of things going on. Can we first talk a little bit about the Cooperative Ministry and how you guys got started?
Sure thing. We were started in 1982 by 5 downtown Columbia churches. And the reason, the way it all started was, as you can imagine, folks would knock on a church's door and say, "Can you help me with my power bill?" And then there was a lot of duplication of services between the churches. And so 5 downtown churches said, let's just pool our money and create this organization where that can help people who are in crisis, who have this critical need, whether it's a down payment on an apartment or whether it's 1 month's rent or whether it's paying a power bill. And so that's kind of the roots of the cooperative ministry. Now it's grown a lot since then. We have a lot more services, and crisis ministry is a part of it. But also we help the working poor in Columbia, in the Midlands, and that's a little bit different. We like to say that we provide a hand up to people, not a handout to people.
I gotcha. All right. One thing that's going on right now and worth mentioning since it's tax season is that you're able to help with the Vita Tax Program.
That's correct.
Can you explain?
Yes. The Vita Tax Program is one of our largest programs, especially at this time of year. Last year, we provided more than 7,500 free tax returns to low-income families in the Midlands. We have about 180 volunteers. Now, these are men and women who volunteer their time. They get IRS training to be able to provide basic tax preparation.
Okay.
And then they are located and serve at about 18 different locations all around the Midlands, including our office on Beltline Boulevard. And so folks who, families that make less than $54,000 a year can qualify for this free tax assistance.
Okay.
And just need to go online, start with our website, start with a free tax return website, and then just show up at come to one of the centers. Now, there are some things that people need to bring with them.
Okay.
So just to save a step, you must bring a Social Security card for each person that you intend to have on your return. And then adults must bring a valid picture ID with them. And if married, both spouses must be present. And then bring all the documentation, all the W-2s, the 1099s, all the normal documentation you would need to bring to have a tax return completed.
Some other services that are available.
Yes, we provide limited financial crisis assistance.
Okay.
And folks who might want to see if they qualify for that would need to call on a Friday morning to schedule an appointment for that. It's by appointment only. And the only time we schedule appointments is on Friday morning, and you have to telephone. You have to call in. So we provide limited financial assistance. We also have a large clothing bank. And we intentionally focus on providing work and school clothes. And let's say this is something that happened. This is a scenario that happened this past fall where you have families who have limited income, right? And so but their children are still in school, or maybe the grandchildren are still in school and need school clothes. Well, school clothes are expensive. And so we had this one grandmother who came in with her grandson and said, I have to choose. Do I buy school clothes or do I buy groceries? Well, that's the person we serve. And so we were able to provide her grandson with school clothes through our clothing bank and to take that pressure off of her family. And then on the work clothes side, we provide work boots and khaki pants and just kind of nicer clothes that people can wear to a job. So that's kind of where we focus the clothing bank. And then we also offer help with insurance. Sign up for insurance during the Affordable Care Act sign up that was earlier this year, and some limited assistance with premium payments. And we have just a lot of different kinds of services that we provide to people.
What can the public do to help the cooperative ministry?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things that we are really encouraging, two things, because we want to make known what we do to serve people and how people can get involved with us. In 2017, we had more than 400 volunteers provide more than 15,000 volunteer hours. And
so that's awesome.
Yeah, so corporations and church groups and even neighborhood groups are constantly coming in and helping out. And there are lots of ways you can volunteer at our office. You can volunteer in the clothing bank because we are always needing volunteers to help fold and sort clothes.
Okay.
We also need periodic volunteers who can work up at the front and answer the telephone. We do accept volunteers who can help us greet and encourage the clients who come into our building. A great place to start if you just want to kind of dip your toes in the water and get to know a little bit more about us is to schedule a tour of our building. And can contact me directly to schedule a tour, or just call the main number and they can get you to me to schedule a tour of our building. It takes about 30, 45 minutes, and then I can also introduce you to our volunteer coordinator. We also are trying to get out into the community and speak to church and civic groups just about what we do at the cooperative ministry. And so we've got several of us on staff who've kind of formed a little loose speakers bureau to get out and visit with organizations and talk about what we do. I would also like to say something about our Autos for Opportunities program.
Yes.
Every charitable organization has a Cars for Cash program where people can donate their cars and you sell those cars for scrap, and then that metal money goes into the general budget.
Right.
With ours, it's a little bit different. In 2017, we actually received 15 cars that we were able to invest a little bit of money in and make reliable, and then donate those cars back to working families that needed transportation to get to a job.
Okay.
And so it's a great program, and so we would encourage everybody who listens to this interview to consider us as a place where you can donate a used car when you get ready to get rid of that. Get rid of that vehicle.
All right, Scott, please give us your information. Where can people find more information about the cooperative ministry? We've mentioned the Vita Tax Program and so many other things. So where can they get more information?
Our website is www.coopmin.org. Okay. And everything you would ever want to know about us is on that website.
Scott, a pleasure. Can't wait to hear from you again.
Thank you so much.